All right, we've been doing a lot of standing guard breaks to our passes, and I thought it would be appropriate to show a counter to when someone does a standing guard break. Okay. You know, what I want to do is I want to break his posture. That's the whole sort of idea of, having a closed guard is you got to get him down. So he's got good grips here. He's got punched across. He comes up on this side first. Now, he's about to stand up. What I've got to do is before he does that, I've got to transfer weight onto his knee. But I can't do that by pulling down. He's got this sort of grip here. He can just, if I pull down, he pushes into my sternum. So as long as his head doesn't cross that, he's good. And he can really use that like a kickstand. He's got a good base here. Now, what I've got to do to achieve this, I can't lift up. That's another common method. If I can't pull down, I'll lift up, but he's already standing up. He's already going up. Don't help him, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to curl down with my heels, right? And I achieve the best situation with that by flaring my knees out a little bit, right? So I flare my knees out a little bit. I curl my heels down, and then I tilt my whole, hips to my knees slightly over his knee, right? So this makes it extremely hard. Try and stand up if you can, Michael. If he can even stand up, it turns into a pendulum sweep. He just falls over. And because of the grips he had, he can't really post, right? It's hard to react. And people, are so used to just kind of being able to stand up with this that it doesn't make a lot of sense to him. So when he starts trying to stand up, flare, and put weight over the knee that's still on the mat. Okay, try and stand up. Really hard time. And at a certain point, I may be able to switch to some of my other posture control, like pulling them down. It might be time to sweep, right? There's a certain point where they lose balance. And, like we were talking about this before, it's like whether or not we wanted to show putting weight on the knee or just let it happen naturally, right? And naturally, when people force the stand-up, the sweep occurs. And I told one of my students this the other day, like the goal is for all your techniques to have that essence. It's not one of those ironic names, jiu-jitsu or judo, right? It's like that's what you want. You want it to be gentle, so you can do it tomorrow and the next day and the next day, right? If I broke my leg doing it, there's no doing it tomorrow, right? So, that's just a mindset, right? So really, really cool little technique there. Something to try next time somebody stands up in your closed guard.